Next Legacy.
My name is Anoda, and you are now tuned to Danaya Azure Radio, live and direct. You know how we do.
Hello, Anada. How are you?
All right, Danaya.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. I think the network was bothering. Yeah.
Okay. So we have another amazing artist from Nigeria. Super excited. Shout out to my girl Coco Blue for always giving me some of these amazing guests, especially from all over the world. So, how did you originally get into music?
So I didn't get you the network. You said, how did I what?
How did you first get into music?
Oh, how did I first get into music? Wow. Some people would say that they were they were born into music, but I wouldn't say that exactly. I had influences from my dad. Yeah, my dad would play some jazz music, some soul music, some reggae music in the house while I was, young and a kid. And I would pick that up, but I didn't really know I would get into the music this deep because I actually wanted to do some IT stuff. But then, you know how it is. When music gets you, it never lets go. So I started listening to music. I started as an enthusiast, but I started getting interested in production, and I've always been singing in the choir in church, backing up for my dad. I started doing my own stuff basically professionally, like in 2015. Yeah, yeah, and here we are. So
That's what's up. I love it. I love it. So you started off in the choir and all of that. That's
yeah,
super dope.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So what was one of the first songs that you ever wrote?
Wow. Why? Okay. I think I'll take it back to there's one I called Green Nation. Yeah, it's a song about Nigeria, and because the flag is green, white, green, so and
Hmm.
green represents prosperity, nature, like life, you know. So in the song, I was talking about how Nigeria could embrace peace and life and prosperity for everybody. And, like even though I go back to listen to that song right now, and I'm like, I gotta do better than that now. But it was good. It was good because even at that time, a lot of people were, feeling the song and the message, and how it inspired them. Yeah, because I always try to inspire people with my music because I feel like that's very important. Yeah.
It is because music is about healing. Music is about
Yes.
bringing people together. Music is the one thing that can transcend against all cultures, nationalities, genders, no question, because the fact that it's about an energy and it's an
Yeah.
energy transfer. So that is super
Yeah. Yeah.
cool. Definitely. So,
Thank you.
singer songwriter Anada is my guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. Now, you tried to explain to me earlier about the stage name that I met him under, because I met him under the name Sparks. So explain to me what Sparks is about, because that's how I originally met you. So how did that come into be?
Okay. Okay. So very funny thing is I am a man of many talents, right? By the grace of God.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm a recording artist. I'm a music producer. I'm a mixing engineer. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a guitarist. I'm a writer. I'm a voiceover artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes I try to like separate these brands, from one another, so that when it comes to me as a recording artist, I identified as another, right?
Mhm.
And when I do all the back end stuff, so another is from the full word another preset vibe, which means APV, right? So I just put APV as the back end for all the back end stuff, and Sparks is just like it's an alias that my friends came up with. They started calling me Sparks. Hey, your music Sparks, man. And I was like, okay. So I use the word another because I stand for uniqueness. I stand for originality. So I'm
Mm,
another. You've heard a lot of good stuff, and there is a lot of good stuff, out there. A lot of people doing great things, but in all of that, I know that I am unique. I'm different, and I'm another amazing human being. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I love when artists, choose their name, and it has
Yeah.
meaning to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
Yeah.
kind of just choose something to be, and think they're different, but to really have something that has
Yeah.
meaning behind it is always so incredibly important.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you said you're a film producer as well.
Yes. Yes.
How did you get into that?
Yeah. So the thing is, my dad was a movie director and screenwriter, scriptwriter for for a long time when I was growing up. I used to grow up, go on set, and I didn't really do anything then. I just go on set, charge batteries, and eat food. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of like picked up the whole set culture and picked up love for movies and entertainment. But recently I enrolled into film school because I started doing sound, and I always started to see sound for film. How we could do music for film scores, and sound for film. And so I enrolled for the Ebony Live Creative Academy. I'm a graduate of the Ebony Live Creative Academy right now. I finished. I did my sound program there, and I also went in for certifications for Pro Tools. So I'm also a certified Pro Tools specialist. I did the exams and I passed.
Nice.
So I love, yeah,
That's
yeah. So
awesome.
I love. Thank you. Thank you so much, Danaya. So I love film, I love music, and I try to like fuse both of them together, the best ways that I can. So yeah,
Most definitely.
it's all an art form.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like I can't picture movies without music or commercials without music. You think about it, and you're like, how did y'all have silent films back in the day? That must have been so boring. Uh, for sure, for sure. So, what has been one of your most memorable moments on set?
Wow. Yeah, one of my most memorable moments on set, like in filming, like shooting a
Yes, and
movie, right?
filming. Hmm.
Okay. Whew. There's been quite a number of those actually, because the thing is, there's something they call Morpheus law, right? When you get everything you need to get, ready, you prep for the shoot and everything, whether it's a music video, whether it's a movie, whatever it is, you have your shot list, you have your scripting done, and your blocking and everything. And at the end of the day, something always goes wrong somehow. So you must be ready to improvise. You must be ready to make sure that you still get what you want, get something out of it. So there was this one time we were shooting our project, our project while I was in school, in film school, and we got into we were shooting in the jungle actually. So we got into the jungle, and all of a sudden it started raining, and that was opposite to
No.
the weather forecast. It started raining. We couldn't shoot for like 2 hours, and when the rain stopped, we started shooting, and then sun came and it was too much. And okay, then we started. We It was supposed to be a 2 day shoot, and we were on our way back from shoots, and then the bus broke down, in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it was really funny. But at the end of the day, and then the camera lens also broke down, got broken too. But at the end of the day, the movie came out, as the best movie overall, in my set. So yeah, we had the Audience Choice Award and
Wow.
won a couple of other awards too. So it just made me realize that um, you always win if you never quit. If you never feel discouraged. Despite the challenges, you definitely face challenges and stuff, and things that will make you feel like it's not worth it. You should just quit and just throw in the towel. But if you just keep at it, you definitely come up tops. Definitely.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. And I think people don't understand that's the tricky part when it comes to doing filmmaking. is that the weather can claim that it's going to be nice and sunny, but outside you're like, Mr. Weatherman, I have questions because I see water coming from the sky. What was that supposed to be? I was not prepped for that. And yeah, and
Exactly.
cameras and water do not mix, so you can't do anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
That
Yeah.
is definitely what's up. So, what has been one of your most memorable moments on stage performing?
Mhm. Can you hear me though?
Yes. What has been one of your most memorable moments on stage performing?
Oh, performing. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear. Okay, performing. Wow, I've had. I love music, man, and I love it when I'm in front of a crowd. So I love one of the key things for me is one of the wonderful moments for me is when I start to create. I love the fact that you could come up with something out of nothing. You get ideas and then you create stuff and create a song and you play it out and people can vibe to it, relate to it, give you testimonies about your song, and it touches people. It's amazing. One of my best moments on stage was when I was performing with my band, my friends, live music, and it wasn't like a very large crowd, but I could see the people. I could see the people. I could see the excitement. I could feel the love. And that just made me believe in the dream more. That it doesn't matter how hard it might seem at first. Definitely, this music is heading somewhere, and it just warmed my heart, man. Like that was like last year, December. Yeah, that was last year, December, man.
Definitely.
We had like a
Hmm.
show with
Yeah,
yeah,
people don't understand when it comes to, the crowd. It's not about having a huge crowd because you can connect with the smaller crowd way easier, and
yeah,
then they're vibing to the music. They're gonna purchase
yes.
purchase merchandise. They're gonna come back for more. They're gonna make sure that they're buying the music because they really are fans. Like they
Yeah,
really, really do truly care.
hearing people say your lyrics, lyrics that you pen down in your private corner, saying it word for word and not missing a word and singing it back to you on stage is amazing. It's a wonderful feeling, man.
Definitely. That's the best
It's
thing
vibe
ever
going.
because that's what you always
Yeah.
want is you want to have that crowd participation. You want them to be like, wait, you want to be able to like literally stop singing the record and be like, here, and have the crowd sing it. And the fact that you've had the experience is so amazing. So, who are
I'm
some of the
telling
artists
you.
that you've collaborated with so far?
What is my what?
Who are some of the artists that you have collaborated with so far?
My collaborations, my best collaborations, or my collaborations.
Hmm.
Or sorry, I didn't really get that. Sorry.
What artists have you worked
I think
with
it's the
so
network.
in your country?
Okay, what artists have I worked? Okay, the network was really bad. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'm big on collaborations actually. So I collaborate as an artist. I also collaborate sometimes as a producer. So as a producer, I've worked with the likes of Victoni. I've worked with Boombox. I've done like a um, a remix project with Alicia Keys actually as a producer, and as
Wow.
yeah, yeah, praise. Um, I've worked with Olamide. I've worked with it's a whole number of people. That as an artist, I've worked with some rappers. My brother is a rapper too, amazing, fantastic rapper, real dope world, and I've worked with Vermore, good singer, um, Elena. There's loads of people. DKB up in Dublin and in Ireland is an amazing rapper, and there's a whole lot of people. I'm also working with people too because I'm working on my album. There's loads of people on the track list. So we have that the album is fire. I'm not just saying it because it's me, man. Because I feel the love, man. I can feel greatness, man. Like coming. So
Well,
the
you
album is fire.
definitely have to bring that album back here so we can play it on the station. For
Definitely, of
sure.
course. Definitely, definitely,
For
definitely.
sure. And singer-songwriter Anada is my guest here on Danaya Azure
Yeah, I like the way you say
Radio.
Another.
I love it. Calling all the way from Nigeria. I love it. I love it. So, who would be your dream collaboration, living or
Wow.
dead?
So this is an opportunity for me to shout out to Justin Bieber because I have a song on that album that I knew it when I was making the instrumental. I knew it that it was Justin Bieber that was supposed to be on that track, and also I would love to work with J Cole. You know what I'm saying? And I'd also love to work with I would love Tim's, of course, definitely amazing person, and yeah, J Cole, Tim's, Justin Bieber, and Drake.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that's definitely what's up. That is definitely what's up. So when we talk about your music, what genre would you put yourself in?
Okay. So I easily get to be identified as an R&B person, but there's a whole lot of things that I could do because I have a new song out which is called Story Story, and I did something amazing there that some people didn't know I could do. I rapped on that song.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So I would call myself a musician first of all, but I do like Afro fusions and R&B. That's what I just call myself. Yeah. But like my album now, I have a lot of 80s stuff. So I'll just say like fusions, maybe alternative artists or fusions. I do
Mhm.
like fusions of like maybe an Afro R&B, Afro soul, Afro jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like or just pure R&B jam. You know, I do some jazz stuff sometimes and do some alternative rock stuff sometimes. So I mean, there's no hard and fast rule to it. You know, it's not set in stone. So I could just wake up one morning and decide, okay, I want to do something like this. You know, I have like a mixture of Afro and country music. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Nice.
some so interesting stuff. I like to like try new things. Yeah.
Definitely. You said something that was really awesome earlier. You were talking about your collaborations. You were saying that you have a collab with somebody from Ireland.
Yes, Dublin.
How did
Yes.
that come to be?
Yeah. So yeah. So I kind of like get a lot of feedback sometimes from people all around the world. Even people here in Nigeria say that your music is so amazing, and it's not limited to the country. You should get your
Mhm.
stuff out to the whole world so people will hear you. And so that's what I've been trying to do, and that's why we on this interview too. We're trying to reach out because the music is global, and the music is universal. So yeah, it's just people that vibrate with the music, and and they also do good music. And I was like, okay, why don't we do something nice? It's a friend of mine too. DKB is an amazing person, you know. Yeah, and we've worked on stuff together, and I also even produce some of his stuff from time to time. So yeah, that's it.
That's what's
I've
up.
al- yeah, I've worked with some artists too in the US too. I worked with likes of Becky. I think she's based in Arizona or something. She reached out to me personally because she heard some of my beats online, and she was like, "I
Nice.
like this beat. This beat is amazing. Please, I have to go to the recording studio tomorrow. Can I buy the beat? Can we work together and stuff like that?" And I was like, "Okay, fine." She even came down to Nigeria, did like 3 songs and stuff like that. So yeah,
Wow.
that's how these collaborations work. Yeah, yeah,
That's what I talk about all the time when it comes to the power of the internet. The goal is always to get those relationships offline because
yeah.
that's when the magic happens. You know,
Exactly.
and with the technology, you have so many options now. Like I said,
Yeah.
now obviously StreamYard, shout out to StreamYard and all the amazing work that they do and what they provide for
Hmm.
so many
Hmm.
businesses
Hmm.
and artists, and there are just different companies that allow
Yeah.
you to not have to be in the same space in order
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
things happen for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So, when everything is said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
Wonderful question. Wow. Just like a tagline, what do you have without a legacy, right? Um, So yeah, when all is said and done, I want to be sure that um, I have maximized my potential. I've done everything that I could do. You know, in terms of the music, I have spread love. I have touched people's lives. You know, not just do good things, but do the right thing. That I was designed to do. Because you could do a lot of things, but are you doing what you were designed to do? That's my own yeah. And I want my music to live forever, of course. And not just about me, but about God that created me, for a purpose, and I fulfill that purpose.
Mhm.
Because my fulfillment of purpose is going to be an inspiration for somebody up to pick up the baton, in some other generation, to also run with, and fulfill theirs too, just like you have Bob Marley and the likes of all the amazing people, Michael
Mhm.
Jackson, and all the other people that we have. Yeah, so I see myself as limitless, actually. Yeah,
Yes.
and get there. Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So I know you're running around, but before you get out of here, definitely wanted you to do a song real quick, a cappella.
Okay.
So
All
I'm
right.
gonna go ahead and give you
Let me
the
do. Let me do
space.
something. All right. Thank you very much. Let me just really do something because my battery is running down low and stuff. But I got you. I got you.
You're good. Go ahead.
So this one this one is called Firewood, right? So, baby girl, say you be my desire. You be the one with the light of my fire. So the pour water, water for my firewood. Baby girl, say you are my desire. You be the one with the light up my fire. So the pour water, water for my firewood. Yeah. Ooh. Baby girl, say you be my desire. You be the one with the light of my fire. So no pour water, water for my fire. Ooh, yeah. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ananda from Lagos, Nigeria, and you're listening to Danaya Azure Radio.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Yes. So go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, follow you, and most importantly, book you.
Okay. I am you can reach me on Instagram. I put my the link to my Spotify on the chat. Yeah, and you can reach me on Instagram at another piece of vibe. I put it in the chat too, at another piece of vibe. At another piece of
Okay.
vibe. Yeah, another
Awesome
piece of vibe.
sauce. That is
Yeah, on
definitely what's
Instagram.
up.
Yeah, yeah. So you can reach me on Instagram at another piece of vibe, on Twitter um, D on DEE_APV. You can reach me on Spotify. Search Another on Spotify, on Apple Music, Another, everywhere on the platforms, music streaming platforms, Amazon Music, Deezer, Slacker Radio, Boomplay, Shazam, whatever, man. We global now.
I love it. You said we global now. What you mean? Oh, one more thing before I let you go. So you talked about being a voiceover artist as well. So talk about
Yes.
some of the brands that you worked with so far.
Yeah, I've done voiceovers for Mitsubishi and Toyota right here in Nigeria. Yeah. I did like voiceover for the commercial. So there's a commercial for the new Mitsubishi Outlander. I did voiceover for that. That was also translated in French, in for other countries. Yeah, I did for Toyota CFAO. It's a global company that also has their outreach here in Nigeria. I also did like voiceovers for them too. And I've done voiceovers for Infinix, and for a couple of other brands too. I can't remember every one of them right now. For small and medium scale businesses too, individuals, movie projects. whatever it is, man.
That is definitely what's up. It
I could do
truly
one for you
was.
too.
Huh?
I could do one for you too.
Definitely. And if you need voiceover, I can do one for you as well. So
Yeah. I remember. I definitely gonna need a female voiceover artist. Definitely.
absolutely. Let's definitely talk offline for sure. Alrighty. It was such
Yeah.
a pleasure meeting you. You have an amazing day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Danaya. You're amazing. You're amazing, and I really appreciate you for this platform and everybody that's gonna be listening. Please stay tuned to Danaya Azure Radio. Amazing, amazing person, amazing thing that you were doing, and God bless you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Take care.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Next Legacy.